Hi guys, welcome to Educating Shanny. I'm Shanny and I'm recovering from eating disorder, and this is part 3 of today's Q&A video, and you're probably sick of my intro, so let's get right into the questions. Okay, so I'm finishing off, gonna try and finish off the Instagram questions that you guys left me. So let's see, where were we? Okay. Okay, Kigamerumi? Okay. How do I bring up my eating disorder to healthcare providers such as dentists, therapists, doctors? I'm trying to get better on my own, but I know it's important in my recovery for them to know all of my past, but I'm absolutely terrified to tell them about it. It's so scary the first time, but it really, once you say the words, it just becomes so easy, because unless you get a complete and total douchebag, which I did get one time. I got one time. There was this one time, I think I was 16 maybe, and I was really overweight, and I went to this random doctor. He was not my normal doctor. We went to him to see if my fibromyalgia was getting worse, and he was kind of a specialist in that, so we went to see him, and he was a douche to me. He was awful. He was like, if you lose weight, then that's for him. He was like, if you lose weight, your fibromyalgia won't hurt as bad. And I was like, first of all, douchebag. I should have, again, back then, I was not brave enough. I was not brave enough to stand up for myself or anything. But if I could have back then, I would have been like, first of all, I've had an eating disorder for almost all my life, so thank you for that. I appreciate you pointing out that I'm overweight. Second of all, I've studied fibromyalgia, and I really don't think it makes that big of a difference if you're overweight or not. It might make a difference if it's like a bone disease or something, but seriously, he just was so rude, and I was like, back then it hurt, but now looking back, I'm like, come on now. But seriously, most doctors, the only problem that I have, the biggest problem actually that I have, and I think I have another question that goes with this, so maybe I should actually wait. Hold on, I need to make sure. Well, I don't know, but I don't know where it is, but what was I talking about? Oh yeah, so the thing that really bothers me, and my brother-in-law, Julie's husband, actually is in med school, or he's doing his residency right now, and he's told me this also, because I asked him one time, I was like, why do they not talk more about eating disorders? Like this should be out in the open way more than it is. And he's like, yeah, we really only get a couple very, very small courses on it. It's not like a big deal. We're not it's never part of a big exam. It's never part of a big deal. And that just infuriated me, because I was like, one of the biggest causes of women dying is eating disorders due to mixed with heart disease. Heart disease is the leading killer in women, and heart disease is caused by eating disorders so often. That's not the only thing, but eating disorders causes heart disease, or heart problems, I guess, so often, and so many women are out there dying from it. It infuriated me, and it still does, because that's what makes it so scary at first, to go in and talk to them and be like, listen, I have an eating disorder, because you're either going to get the type of doctor that says, okay, this is awkward, what do I do, type of a thing, or you're going to get the type that's like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, that's a horrible disease, and they'll validate you, and those are the types you want, that are like, wow, that's a horrible disease, how can I help you, how can we work through this? Or the small percentage of douchebag doctors out there that are going to be like, you're fine, or why are you complaining, it's not a big deal, because they don't know that it's a big deal, because they're not taught it in school. And they have to learn that from experience. My doctor has learned that from experience, and that's why I love her. She gets it, and maybe she took a class on it too, I don't know, but she just gets it, and I really have a feeling it's because she has a lot of patients that have eating disorders, and it comes from experience. But anyway, to ease your mind though, the thing is that you have to remember that doctors aren't always going to have the answers that you think that they might. I've made this mistake countless times in my life, expecting doctors to be able to tell me exactly what to do and exactly what medicine to take and whatever. And I've always ended up having to get second opinions sometimes. Like, you just never know what type of doctor you're going to get, but don't be scared of them because they are always there to help you. And if it's something that they don't understand or that they don't know how to help you with, I guarantee you that they will try and figure it out with you. And if they don't, then you need to go see another doctor. If you get one of those small percentage of douchebag doctors that treat you like that, then go see a different doctor. There are so many good doctors out there. You just got to find the one that fits you best. So don't be scared. Don't be scared of the dentist either. The dentist actually would probably understand even more than the doctors would. That's how it's always been for me. Like, most dentists will just take their time with me and explain why my teeth are being degraded and why I get dry mouth and why it affects my teeth and how it can affect it in the future and like everything since I started my bulimia. And my mom took me to the dentist for the first time and she told him about it. Ever since then, he just was awesome. Like, it was almost like it didn't even faze him. He was like, okay, yeah, I've heard of that and that sucks and how can we fix it, you know? So you never know. Like, don't psych yourself out to be scared though. Like, don't ever be scared to talk to a doctor. I know it is scary and I even get scared talking to doctors, but don't be scared about talking about this because that's what your eating disorder wants. Your eating disorder wants you to be scared so that you don't talk about it, so that you stay sick, because eating disorders thrive off of secrecy and loneliness. I say that all the time because it's true. So don't be afraid. Take me with you. Listen to me in your ear saying these things over and over while you're in the waiting room and get yourself all pumped up and just go in there and be like, listen, there's this girl, her name is Educating Shanny. That's not her name, but her name is Shanny, and she has an eating disorder, and she really encouraged me, I guess, I don't know, to come and talk to you about something. And that'll kind of like prepare them. And then you can be like, listen, I'm struggling with an eating disorder. This is not easy for me to talk about. This is what it is. This is what I need help with. How can you help me? That type of a thing. So don't be scared. I know you can do it. I have faith in you. So thank you for the question. Okay, Snot Pup. I love that. Seriously, I love your name. Snot Pup says, I know you think about your kids sometimes. Do you have a couple of names that you like? I love you. I love you too. Yes, we do. We have, for a girl, we love Caitlin, which is after my cousin Caitlin, who I adore. I told her this a long time ago. I asked her a long time ago, I'm like, can I name one of my daughters after you? That would really make, she's like, heck yeah, that would be awesome. Just because I just love her. I love who she is. I love the type of person she is. And I don't know, I just have a lot of respect for her. And plus, I just love the name. It's adorable. Like, I love Caitlin. I love Katie. I love Kate. Any of those names work. So I love that name. And then we also love the name Hazel for a girl. And that she would be named after a very special friend of mine. For boys, we like Max. And we like Jack at one point, but I don't know if we do. I mean, we still like it, but I don't think we'll use that one. The boy ones, we don't really have as many names. Those are, Corey was one that Danny liked. I don't know. And then Danny has a bunch of boy names that I don't like at all. And I have a bunch of boy names that he doesn't like at all. Like, I really, really, really love Benji. But apparently there's some weird dog movie, I don't know, about Benji. And he says that it's like freaky and it reminds him of a dog. And so we can't name our boy Benji. That's the stupidest thing ever. Oh, and Sophie too. His grandma's dog's name is Sophie, and so we couldn't name our daughter Sophie, but that's also another favorite of mine, so who cares? Who cares if it's a dog name? Oh, and by the way, I love the name for a girl, Danielle. Because I always have. I love you, Danny. You're my friend Danny, my girlfriend Danny, not my husband, is always watching me, and I love your name. I love your name because of you, but I've always loved that name, and everyone in the family thinks that would be horrible to name it because then they would just call her Danny and then there would be two Dannys in the family. And I'm like, but wouldn't that be kind of cool to have the same name as your dad if you're a girl? What's wrong with that? Who cares? Or why do you have to call her Danny? I like Danielle. That's what I would want you to call her, is Danielle, but whatever. I don't know. Danny's cute too. I don't know. But those are just thoughts, I guess. I don't know. Okay. I need to sing you a song. don't know. Okay, Black Ages, which is Abby Abnormal on YouTube, says, hey Shanny, would you maybe want to do a collab sometime? I love you, love Abby. I love you too, Abby. Yeah, that would be cool. Let me get through, not get through, that sounds like it's like a chore or something, but let me do this collaboration with Tommy, and then maybe in the next couple weeks, I will get in contact with you and we can do that. That would be fun. You guys go check out Abby Abnormal on Facebook, or YouTube. Where am I? YouTube. She's really cute, so. Okay, Acidic Hobo 09. How do you manage to try again after you relapse? I can't ever find the confidence to try again. I just feel like I'm gonna disappoint myself and everybody else. I love you, Shanny. I love you too, honey. Okay, this is kind of like new to me. Sorry, Mom, if you're watching. Happy birthday. Let's see. Wait, what was I talking about? How do I try again? Okay, so this is a new feeling for me because I used to not try, really. Like, before, if I was doing really well or something, for like, it would usually only last like a week or something, and then I relapsed, I just would let myself fall back into it full force. Like, I wouldn't get up and try again. The only time that I would get better or have a good week is when I didn't have a choice. So like anytime I got a surgery or anything where I wasn't able to binge and purge, and I wasn't able to put my body through those things, like I had to eat healthy, and I had to, in order to, you know, stay away from infection and to keep my antibiotics down and all that kind of stuff. Like circumstantial things made me better for like a week at a time sometimes, but I always relapsed and I always let myself fall completely. So for me, this is a very new feeling to be like getting back up after I fall. And so I can tell you that it's definitely gotten easier over the past few months, because, not few months, no. How long have I been doing this? A year, over a year. What is today? Oh, it's almost September. Oh, I've been doing this a while. Okay, so it's probably only started happening to me about a year ago, I would say, where I started feeling, because the thing that, honestly, like this YouTube channel inspired me a lot and like motivated me to keep going, because it's embarrassing to come to you guys and say, I've fallen back into my eating disorder and it's full blown and I give up. Like, that's embarrassing to say that, and I have always cared way too much what people think, and so I decided to use that for good, for once in my life, because I always let it eat me up inside what people thought about me. But then I decided, what if I turned what people are disappointed in me about, or whatever, or my fear of disappointing people, even if they don't tell me they're disappointed, whatever it is, like, what if I use that for motivation? And I did, and it worked. And I think you can find that too. You don't have to have a YouTube channel. You can just find somebody to inspire and to help. And the more people you serve and the more people you help, the better you're gonna feel about yourself, and the more you're gonna wanna try to get back up when you fall. Because if you're helping others and telling others that you believe in them, and like what I do, that's what I do. I tell you guys that I believe in you. I know you can do this, and it kind of inspires me to have to give you guys advice sometimes. Not have to, but that's what my channel is about sometimes, is giving you guys advice. And that helps me, because I have to say those words out loud about what to do to get yourself better or to help your situation. And saying those words out loud reminds me of what I know and what I have learned through years and years of therapy and experience. So I guess just if you're lacking the confidence, if you need to find some confidence, then find it and do it through helping other people. That will build your confidence so much. And then you will know that you're stronger than you think you are, and that you can get back up when you fall. So don't ever give up, and just believe me on this. Don't ever give up, and know that you can do it. You're stronger than you think you are. You just have to try that first time, and then it will be easier and easier and easier every time. So just don't give up. Keep on trying. I believe in you big time. Okay. All right. Okay, so that's all the time for this part of this Q&A. Go ahead and watch part 4. It should be in the comments below or on your sidebar. So yeah, so go ahead and watch that video, and I will see you in a minute. You are beautiful, you are worth it, and I am too. Thank you for watching. Bye!